And I thank God that I can make 70 because it's a big privilege from God to make it to 70. Um, I intend to celebrate it very soon. And why I want to celebrate is because my father never made 70. He died at 49. My mother died at 63. My most senior sister died at 63. My brother, the king, my middle senior, the age of Akure, died at 63 too. So I'm the first person to get to 70. So I think I need to celebrate and thank God for it.
What are the reflections as you look back at life? What are the things that come to mind readily for you?
Well, the things that come to mind readily, which I will advise younger people, is that seize the opportunity when it comes. I've gone through so many, I've had so many opportunities that I never seized in life. I will tell children of these days growing up, seize any opportunity you have to succeed in life. Uh, Not the illegal one, no. I will never expect anybody to do something illegal. But there are legal ways, opportunities you have, people you know, and the opportunities come if you capitalize on it. You can't grow without people. You can't grow alone. You need people's support. And sometimes you don't ask for it, you won't get it. So when you when you ask for it, you get it. And that's what I would advise people growing up. I missed some opportunities, but I still thank God for where I am today, for who I am, for where I am. I thank God. But I could have been better if I had seized all the opportunities I had.
You're quite synonymous with the Island Club. So I know that you're almost here on a daily basis and all that. I'm wondering how do you how did it um, how do you cope? How do you balance out your various roles with your commitment here?
Well, one thing is I have an understanding wife who incidentally doesn't stay much in Nigeria. My children and my wife all abroad. But when she's around, she will even tell me when I'm home with her, "Ah, don't you want to go to your club?" She knows that's what keeps me happy. Being with my friends. I've been I've been member of the management committee. I've been social secretary. I've been vice chairman. And thank God, Alan Club members appreciate my dedication or uh, my the love I have for the club. They appreciate it, and I've been rewarded accordingly.
Yes, does that also say something about you and people? Because I know that you're also very, very popular. There's hardly anybody else on the place like Adesida.
Well,
How do you also cope with the volume of people you know and you interact with on
I
a
guess
daily basis?
because of my family background, I come from a big family, a royal family. There are so many. We know so many people, and if you are for a royal family where you have many children, you have many wives, you have many. I mean, our fathers have many wives, and we all live together. So you have to learn how to live with other people, and that's something I've learned to do. I think it's more of my background than So I brought it here to the Alan Club, and it's working.
Let's also talk about your background. Let me take you back a bit, sir. How did it all start for you? Who are you? Where were you born? Where did you grow up? And
Okay.
how did you?
Well, I was born, like I said, like we all agreed 70 years ago in Akure to a prince that was very popular in Akure. Then, in fact, he was the most popular prince from our grandfather, Afunbewo the first, the Deji of Akure, that reigned for 60 years. About Afunbewo Adesida. He reigned from 1957 to from 1897 to 1957. That's 60 years. And my father was the most prominent son. In fact, he was more or less heir apparent to take over from him. But unfortunately, he died before him. He died in 1953, and my grandfather died in 1957. So he couldn't take over. And had so many wives. And when he died, in fact, my brother becoming the king was as a result of getting my brother being a grandchild.
Okay.
He wasn't really supposed to be a king because it's mainly for the first, or for the, not for the grandchildren, for the rich children of Anoba. But my brother was picked, I guess it's as a compensation for my father not being the king. He died before our grandfather. And so going back to your question, when I left, I grew up in Akure. I went to St. Joseph's Secondary School in Ondo with Mimiko and a few other people. Then I traveled to US to do my engineering degree. Then I came back. I worked with Nigerian External Telecommunications. Then we later on became NITEL, Nigerian Telecommunications. Then I retired there. I went into business. Of course, when I came back, I settled in Lagos and I worked with NITEL, like I said. Then I started my telecom business, which prospered very well until I more or less retired from that. So I'm generally a retired man now. Retired man.
Let's also talk about your style. I mean, you've always been a man of style forever, and I'm wondering how did you also? Is it because of the royal background, or you decided on your own?
Okay, one thing I should tell you, Allah Club, when I joined Allah Club in about 28 years ago, 1994, I met the elders accepted me knowing that I'm a prince. They now told me something. Omoba kì í ṣe orílẹ̀, you don't dress. I mean, you should always wear a cap. You're a prince. And even though I'm already used to doing that anyway, but my American education taught me to change my lifestyle a little bit and not wear a cap. But the elders here want me to be wearing cap. You're a prince. You could be a king tomorrow. So you're not supposed to expose your head. And naturally that happened. And me, I like dressing well. And my wife likes buying agbada for me. She loves me dressing well. So apart from me buying, my wife, when she goes to the market, she buys a lot of agbada dresses. And that's usually in agbada. Hardly a day you won't see me in agbada here at the club. And that's it. So I think it's my background plus what the elders want me to do.
Now that you're retired, how do you spend your typical day?
Well, I still do little business here and there. I still have my telecommunication company, and I still do businesses here and there. But I spend most of the time to get out of trouble. I'm always here with my friends. You know, when you're out there, you are going out here and there, you may get into trouble. So, and you know the trouble I will have to say.
Yeah.
So, and the fact that my family is not here, it could easily get me into trouble. So, I spend most of my time with my friends at the island club. That's basically how I spend my time.
28 years as a member of Island Club.
Yes.
How does it feel? How does it?
It feels great. It feels great, especially if you are a dedicated and devoted member of this club. People will love you. When people love you, you don't feel it. You are happy that people love you, and so I think I love it. It's,
At the time you joined, what was the attraction?
the attraction was two things. I was working with NITEL then, like I said. I was entitled to join 2 clubs. I joined here in the Ikoyi club. And but I started getting close to here because of the tradition, the Nigerian tradition. Even though we are not a Yoruba club per se, those who started here included the Ojukus, the Akures, the big names in the East, and but over time, a lot of, even then, with those people Nigerian culture was very important to us. And I found out when I came back from the US that traditional culture was being observed here. Unlike our other sister club in Ikoyi, where everybody, white people there, everybody is there, they don't really care much about culture. because of the traditional culture of this club. That's why I joined I've stayed there. I'm a member of the Yoruba Tennis Club too, but I spend more time here than any of those clubs.
So you don't look 70. What's the secret?
People have been saying that, but I think if it was last year, I looked different. But I think suddenly the age came on me in the last few months. People always say that. I guess because I don't put things in my mind, and I'm not running after riches. That's another thing. I'm contented. Whatever I get, I'm okay. I am never envious of any other person. I don't envy anybody. I try to work hard to make it, but whatever comes my way, I'm okay. Whatever comes my way, I'm okay. And I don't look at other people when I'm doing my things. I do my thing. When some people say, they will say, you don't care because you are from a royal family, so you don't. I said, no, 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 no. Well, I don't know if that gave me that too, but the fact is, as a person, my wife knows nothing bothers me. You may be high up there. I like the way I am. I move with the big and the mighty in the society, even those are not as rich. I mean, I'm not close to in richness or anything, but they all respect me because I respect them. And I'll continue to say, Omo Agbanini. I just told you where I just came from now.
Yeah.
That's how I mix with elders. And they respect me because I respect them too. I try to learn from them.
Then I was also wondering, sir, how do you build your name into that brand name that everybody talks about? Because nowadays, I know there's a royal side to the part of it, but then somehow everybody talks about you, and I'm wondering how did you
Well,
cultivate that
one
friendship?
thing is I'm friendly with everybody. I don't have, well, I don't, you know, so I don't have enemies. No, everybody, there's no person that will not say, yes, but I don't believe I have. So even have the belief is the most important. Believe that you don't have. Even if the others may believe, others may think they are your enemy, but don't look at them as enemy. Let's take our club politics as an example. We are doing an election now. We are having an election on Friday. I'm not contesting. I'm supposed to be contesting, but I'm not contesting. All sides, I attend all functions, both sides. Whoever becomes the chairman of this club becomes our leader, and we all have to support him. Whoever becomes the chairman tomorrow, I'll be the first to congratulate him and be with him. So I think that is my style. I move with the left, I move with the right, I move with everybody, both the young and the old. And I was telling you about the old people, but I forgot to tell you that I'm also very popular with the youths because I move with them. I talk to them and I give advice to a lot of them, which they love.
So let's also talk about the fact that you've also been able to, as you turn 70, are there things you are going to change or slow down at doing, or will your lifestyle change basically?
No, it will not. It will not because one thing I notice if you are not
Yeah.
active, you get old faster. So you have to be active. I will have to stay active and I will continue to use the club. There's a 92-year-old man that just passed. We didn't see him, but I saw him. He's a former ambassador. I keep on asking me. It's one of my mentors here. Asking, sir, how do you get? Why are you always looking young? So because he's always active. He doesn't stay inactive. During COVID, in fact, if I age now, maybe it's COVID that made me age because I was I was always at home. I tried to do some exercise. It wasn't like coming out every day, seeing your friends and all that. So it affected the COVID thing affected a lot of people. I noticed a lot of our friends got old so fast because they weren't too active. So what I'm saying, coming to the club, mixing with friends, and I go to a lot of parties. Not because I like eating food outside at the parties, but I love the conviviality. You mix with people, you get to know people, and when you get home, you feel happy that you have enjoyed yourself. you sleep well. So I will continue to do it.
Any regrets at all?
Any regrets about life?
Yes.
No, I don't have any regrets about life. I don't have any regrets about life. I thank God that I'm from a good family. I have good children. I have good wife. Everything about my life is okay. I have no regrets. I have no regrets at all.
So how do you take challenges that come your way, and how do you overcome those challenges as they come? What's your philosophy?
My philosophy is try your best. But if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Keep on moving. That is my philosophy. But try your best. Try your best. Don't say, well, I can't do anything about it. Try and do something about it. But if I can't get what I want, I say it's God. God says I shouldn't get it, and I move on.